Aloha! This is Dr. Tiki, writing a prescription for tiki drinks, tattoos, and tech. What could be more fun? It's time for another StrangeLove Live.
This is Strange Love After Hours. I'm your host, Cami Kaos. Welcome, babies. Good evening and welcome to Strange Love Live. I'm your host, Cami Kaos. And as always, behind the desk, we've got the illustrious Dr. Normal. And this week, our very special guest is a friend of mine and a very good friend of our shows, Christine Kistner.
Thank you for having me.
Hi.
Hi.
She's Animate Her on Twitter.
Yes.
And her website is animateher.com.
Yes.
Why are you here, Christine?
Good question.
What do you want to talk about? What have you been doing? You've been doing some exciting stuff.
Yes, I've been doing motion graphics is what I've been doing. I've been in the realm of the tech world doing motion graphics work, which has been a incredible feat because no one else has been in this industry doing motion graphics before, so everyone's thirsty for it, which is great for me.
And so you started off with the study. You've been going to school, you've been working hard, you've been picking up projects where you could.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right now, I'm doing a little bit of everything, which has been really interesting for me. I'm doing a lot of stuff with Ignite. I've been doing motion graphics work for Ignite for almost a year and a half. And I put together, the slide work for them. So if you ever attended Ignite before, you come in and you see the flashy kind of slideshow stuff that's going on, and then during intermission, the same thing, and then the countdown trivias and stuff. So I put together all the transitions and stuff like that, which has been fun. And then I'm also working with a local advertising/marketing company in Portland called Outlier Solutions, and they work with localized small tech companies that are too small to have their own human resources kind of department or marketing department. And so they outsource to Outlier, and then from there they request videos and stuff like that, and I put together all that stuff. And so yeah, I do all that kind of fun stuff.
You also did one of our, we only had one because it's a super short period of time, but you also did a piece for 30-Hour Day.
I did.
Which we loved, and we've used over and over again.
Yeah, I did just a brief segment for 30-Hour Day, which was a collaboration of, photos and transitions of what you guys were doing for 30-Hour Day. That was a lot of fun. A lot of graphic design, a lot of elements, typography and stuff like that coming together, and elements and motion.
So how does it play into the tech field?
I actually kind of stumbled upon it. My husband and I, we do Beer and Blog every week.
You do?
I know. For the folks out there that don't know.
Christine and her husband Justin are the hosts of Beer and Blog every week.
Yeah. And through the avenue of hosting Beer and Blog every Friday, I have come across people and companies that have been interested in having motion graphics elements in their videos, whether it's for the web or for some type of presentation that they're giving. And I've been able to come into that environment without having anyone else from the motion graphics field, knowing that this industry, the tech industry, needing that type of work.
Yeah.
And I guess it's been a little bit of a godsend for me because, you know, here it is, here I am, and I am learning constantly about the things that I'm doing. And then here's a whole industry that needs this work, but really doesn't know how to go about approaching or asking for what they're needing exactly. So, so that's how I kind of stumbled into it. And we get a lot of brilliant people that come to Beer and Blog all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of prominent independent filmmakers, a lot of startup tech companies that want to have a prominent appearance online, but just really don't know how to express themselves. So they want to do it through video, and so they'll capture a certain moment or certain movement or of what they are about or what their studio is about. And then they would need someone to come in and edit, add transitions, maybe some typography and logos and graphics and animation and stuff like that.
It's not hard to get the footage.
Right.
But what do you do with the footage?
Exactly.
I think are we looking at some of her promo reel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you do with the footage once you have it is difficult.
Right. Yeah.
And that's where you come in.
Exactly. Anyone can shoot anything. You're exactly right. Raw footage is raw footage. Once you get the raw footage, once I get the raw footage, it's a matter of editing down and cutting up to find the good stuff.
Yeah.
And then from the good stuff, you know, adding in some color correction to make it look really nice. And then depending on what the client may need, adding in logos or title sequences at the beginning or the end of their videos, or just transitions and sleek movement between one segment to the next, depending on what's going on. So motion graphics is, just from what I've learned, it's an element of design that is really untouched. It's it's quote unquote known as the invisible art. And if you're ever watching a broadcast television sequence, you know, local television, ABC, NBC, or even, you know, Discovery. Discovery is known for their motion graphics. And, you know, they're every 12 minutes you're seeing an element of graphic design, whether it's a logo transition. At the bottom lower third, you have, you know, logos spinning around, or you have typography flying in, or you have elements of movement and color and shapes, and you're just adding a whole new depth perspective to television and video and film, and that's what motion graphics is about. It's bringing fun and movement, motion, but also making it sequence very smoothly to where you don't notice the hiccups, or you don't notice the connection or the skips if you're making cuts in video from one element to the next.
Yeah.
So
how did you know? I mean, so you went to school to study filmmaking, art, all of this. What led you to motion graphics? What was it that captured you? What was it that made you go, oh my God, that's what I love. This is what I want to do.
Yeah. Good question.
Good question. Don't ask me that, please.
I originally went to school for animation. I've always been a sketch artist. I've always played around with color and shapes and design and stuff like that. Although when I went to school for animation, I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. Animation is animation. It's cartoons. It's movement. It's everything that involves, you know, cell animation, and I loved cell animation. That's the part that made me fall in love with animation to begin with. And so I went to school for animation and found out that I was no good at modeling at all. I wasn't good at character development or anything like that. So I started to kind of research a little bit more about animation, about what it was that I really enjoyed about animation, and it turned out that I loved typography, and I loved graphic design, but not so much graphic design as much as like logo design. I love graphic design, the elements of typography, and making that animated, and how do I make that look good, and how do I create sequences like title animations and design to where you're not only adding the graphic elements of graphic design, but you're including animation as well. So kind of, it was a process. It's still a process. definitely an evolution, yeah.
So what do you want to do with it? What is it that you actually want to do now that you're working on it, now that you're like, I mean, you're just starting, you just finished school.
I'm still in school, actually.
But you just finish a semester or something?
Yeah.
I don't get to talk to Christine as often as I'd like.
And that's okay. I actually have a little less than a year. I'm at the Art Institute right now, studying motion graphic design. Yeah. But since I realized that motion graphic design has been what I wanted to do, I have been tires to the road doing it all the time. And it doesn't matter if I'm getting paid for it or not. I'm constantly
it does matter. Please pay Christine. It matters. She does really good work. She works really hard.
But
it matters.
Starting out, I just wanted the experience. I needed the experience. Yeah. And I really love doing title design and sequences. And that's where I want to move into.
Okay.
As a modeler, I'm okay, but I feel like title sequences and working with typography and animation and depth and 3D movement, stuff like that, that's where my passion really is. And so that's where I want to move into from here. Mm-hmm. But everything is a learning process. Everything that I do, every project that I take on is from one aspect to the next. I'm learning something a little bit more about myself and about the process and just about motion graphics in general.
So do you have a favorite piece that you've done? Do you have like one thing that you did and then when you were done, you were like, holy shit, I did that?
No, because everything that I do, I'm like, holy shit, I did that. Yeah. and I say that with confidence because I am proud and impressed with everything that I do because I came from a background of business and accounting and statistics and stiffness and like no personality. Mm-hmm. And I'm proud of the things I've accomplished and proud of the things that I've learned and will continue to learn. And the people that I meet, there's an amazing motion graphics group that just started up here in Portland. Mm-hmm. I'm impressed with the people that I meet because it's like everyone in our industry that's coming together and we're all able to coordinate and talk about other things that we're working on, projects, and to know that I'm part of such a creative group is just astounding to me. And I know that, like, I look back at the stuff I created like 6 months ago, and I'm just like, wow, that stuff sucks. I need to make something better. Like, the stuff I'm making is way better than the stuff I made 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. And it will always be like that.
But 6 months ago, you were really proud.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't ever diss the stuff that I made 6 months ago because all of that led me up to where I am right now, and it will only continue to lead me further into what I'm doing. So it will always be a learning process for me, especially in the film industry, because, I mean, especially with the process of and the progress in the technology of films like Avatar. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a whole new genre of technology that was just released in 3D development that I'm only going to have the appreciation of learning and being able to work on other films and stuff like that with. So it's all a matter of getting to know and working with and learning processes. So
where do you think you're going to be? I sound like I'm like a college application. Where do you think you'll be in a year? Seriously, I mean, with everything since I've known you, since I've started seeing your work, and since you've started doing stuff for us, it's like leaps and bounds different.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing. Yeah. It was amazing to begin with. You did an amazing job, and now, like, it's just the depth of it is different. Mm-hmm. And what do you think is going to be different in a year? Where do you hope to be a year from now with it?
I just hope to be better. I hope to be more experienced, and I know I will be, because, you know, I'm constantly learning new techniques and new things. I guess where I hope to be in a year is I hope to be more on the path of title design, because that's where I want to be. I want to be a title designer. I want to design, you know, the movie title sequences that you see, and you know, creating that awe-inspiring moment right before you're about to watch this amazing movie, and, you know, all you see is the intro sequences. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to take you off the hot seat now?
Yes.
Oh, I can do that. Oh, it's the 30-hour day.
Yay! Yes. I created that.
Yep.
That was during my finals week, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta put something great together for these guys, because obviously I love you guys, and I love doing work for you guys, and if it wasn't for StrangeLove Live, I wouldn't have had the leap pad that I would have had into other aspects of what I'm doing now. You guys gave me the opportunity to...
You make me all misty and stuff.
But it's true. You guys gave me the opportunity to constantly be fresh every week
Thank
with
you.
new stuff and constantly like, hey, we need more stuff. What can you do for me?
Make something. Just make it. I actually think I have said that to her. Just make something. Just make it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just make something for me.
Yeah. But I appreciate that
Thank you,
experience.
Christine. And
Yeah.
thank you. I
No.
mean, thank you and
Thank
thank you. Because it's awesome.
Yeah. But you're welcome, and I appreciate it.
Oh, okay. Now we're off the hot seat. We were... let's talk about... First, let's say hi to your mom.
Hi, Mom.
Right.
Hi, Mom.
Who stayed up very, very late to watch.
Yes. She's up at like 1:30, I think, now in the morning to watch me.
It's a dedicated mother.
I love you, Mom. Thank you.
Okay, and now I want to talk about something very special happened with Beer and Blog.
Yes.
2 freaking years.
2 years. Celebrating 2 years. Wow. I know. When Justin started this, I was like, yeah, okay.
Whatever, honey.
I love you. Do whatever you want to do. That sounds great. But then it just grew like a wildfire.
And then Justin and like 3 guys that were like, help me. I need some help with my blog. Could you help me, please, Justin? And he was like, I only have time to help you if you give me beer. Right. That's all I have. And
But now, I mean, today, this evening, we had Mayor Sam Adams, who's obviously the mayor of Portland, come and...
Not like in the Foursquare sense. He's
the real mayor of Portland.
The real mayor of Portland.
There he is, yeah.
That is not footage from Beer and Blog.
No, he actually came without a blazer or a tie, he was extremely casual, and it was amazing to have the mayor because he just mingled. He's got a pumpkin. He's
about to give Rick and I a pumpkin.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
we have footage for everything, apparently.
Did he remember you guys?
Yes.
And like, hey.
Rick wasn't there, but yes, he remembered me.
Cool.
So he's a good memory because he's only met the one time. So yeah. So 2 years. Mm-hmm. The mayor came down.
Mayor came.
2 years.
2 years. I know we are, and we're
exploded.
going strong.
I know.
We're going strong, which is awesome, and we have big plans for this year. You know, Justin and I were talking about we do events outside of the regular norm Friday Beer and Blogs. We do.
Because it's hard to do anything at the Beer and Blogs now. They're so big.
Even though if we were to schedule something outside of Beer and Blog on Friday, people still get together for Beer and Blog on Friday.
They do.
So there's no point in scheduling anything on Friday between 4 to 6 when Beer and Blog is happening because...
In the entire city of Portland, just don't do it.
I know. That's what I've tried to tell people, but...
I always... No, I can't. I can't do that. I'm sorry. Beer and Blog.
But some of the things that we're planning outside of Beer and Blog, they're still, tied in with Beer and Blog is we do our Bloggisness, which is teaching fresh new bloggers how to blog using WordPress templates like WordPress.
Yes.
And some of the things that we've talked... Right. Yeah. Some of the things we've talked about is creating classes for advanced WordPress users now. So we've had 2 years of... prepping new WordPress users, so now we're at the point where we're ready to launch those new WordPress users to the next level. Not 101, but 201. Getting them advanced to the next level. So, okay, now you have a blog and it's established and you have content. Now what do you do with it? Where does the design aspect come in? Where does the marketing aspect come in terms of social media? How do you get people to your blog, and how do you track those people? And if you're interested in collecting advertisement for your site, which is hard.
It's hard to make that decision sometimes.
Right, because you have to have the content to drive the advertisement. But if you feel like you're at that level, how do you go about doing that? So we're ready to start presenting lessons and just guidance to that next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was end joblessness.
Yes. We've only actually done one end joblessness, and it was kind of
How'd it go?
we only had one person, which was Carrie Finson, which was amazing. He was the one who got a job from the whole aspect, which was great. We're glad that someone was able to get a job from end joblessness. The only downside of end joblessness the first time around is that we didn't have enough employers that were looking for positions. We had more
Which is
people looking for jobs than people who wanted
mostly the job market.
employees. Yeah.
Which sucks, right?
Right.
Frankly.
So it's a lot
not
more
good.
wrangling in different people who are wanting to go outside of their means and meet people face to face in a collaborative environment and talking to people about like, hey, I need a job. And a lot of employers feel like that's very intimidating because they feel like if they meet somebody, then they're already like guaranteed a job, and not necessarily, but
it's like a job
that's
fair.
how. Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we pulled from it the first time we did it, and we're really glad that someone was able to get an opportunity, a job from it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't the right.
Then bloglessness seems to be a lot more
It was fun.
successful.
And bloglessness was fun.
Yeah.
Like really fun.
And it's like you're moving forward no matter what.
Yeah.
And joblessness is like,
Disappointing.
I'm sorry you didn't get a job. I really want you to have a job, and I don't have anything for you. Yeah.
So, do you guys have anything planned for Beer and Blog itself? For beer, I should specify Beer and Blog Portland Beer and Blog, because
Yes.
there are how many now?
There are 18 chapters, I believe, now.
18 Beer and Blog chapters.
18 Beer and Blog chapters. Although I have to say, Portland and Las Vegas are the strongest chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Portland, Las Vegas. Corvallis too. Corvallis has been like really strong actually too. So there's a couple of really strong ones, but there are some other beer and blogs that
Does Vegas Geek run it down in Vegas?
I believe
Hawkins?
so. Well, John Hawkins
He's very
and
strong.
yeah, and there's a couple other folks that help organize Vegas, and they just celebrated their 1 year, which is amazing. Yeah.
Man, birthday's coming out of my ears.
Yep.
Seriously, wow.
Yeah. But Beer and Blog has just been fun. I mean, it's a great Friday meetup event. And
It's just kind of turned into social hour.
it is the total social 2 hours.
Because you can't even 2 hours.
Happy hour.
Long,
It's the
long hours.
social tech
3-4
happy hour.
Yeah. No, all it
Who
is
knows
anymore.
how
Justin
long
gets
it's
up on
gonna
a chair
last.
and yells at everybody, and you can't
Get
understand a
outta
word
here.
he's saying,
Yeah,
and you're
right.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
woo, awesome. Today I heard something vaguely, blah 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 blah. Group photo. Get over here now.
Yeah.
It worked.
Which was, you're right.
Justin pointed out that it worked. It
Yeah.
did. Everyone kind of okay, moseyed on over there. I fell on somebody.
Yeah.
Why are we looking at because it was a group photo because we were with Mayor
Mayor Sam
Sam
Adams.
Adams. I'm not sure why we're
Who gave you a pumpkin?
watching more footage of the
That
mayor
was
with us,
lovely.
but
Yeah.
yes, that was his pumpkin that he ruined his garden. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So overall, I mean, Beer and Blog has been extremely successful and prominent for us, and Justin and I, we don't make any money from Beer and Blog. It's all about the people, and it's all about the sponsors, and it's all about spending our time, our private, personal time, gathering resources and putting stuff together. And obviously, you
Dr.
guys
Normal's
know.
rolling his eyes behind the desk.
Yeah, you guys.
You mean
He
like
knows
this?
nothing.
You guys
about that.
know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, you know.
But that's okay. We enjoy doing it because we enjoy going to Beer and Blog and talking to people and seeing people, both the newcomers and the regular attendees that come.
Do you think it's intimidating for someone to walk in there, a newcomer to walk in there and not know anyone?
Yes, it is, because people come in, and especially if they come in like right at 4, there's at least 20 people there talking and socializing, and somebody walking through the door is like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but if you come in
here.
at 5, there's at least 50 people.
Yeah, it's like you can't.
Depending on,
Right.
well, on a slow day, I'm saying. On a slow day.
Yeah. So,
On a bad day, on a good day, you literally can't walk. You're like, please move one fraction of an inch. I can't breathe. I mean, it really,
yeah.
I'm being laughed at. Those are my spatial issues, not other people's spatial issues.
You are,
but
unfortunately, you are right.
It's easier during the summer.
Yeah, it is because the patio is available and it's not as loud, so you don't feel like, I can't hear you, I can't talk to you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, we do a great job of recognizing the new people that come through the door to be like, hey, are you new to Beer and Blog? Like,
are you just here because you wanted a beer? Because you might be at the wrong venue.
You got to be on the other side.
Go over there. We'll leave you alone, I promise.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you don't have a laptop with you.
Right.
It makes you stand out. No.
Right.
I don't bring my laptop. There's no room.
Well, when we had, earlier this month, we had Alaska Airlines, which we got help from Brian and Westbrook. He brought us Alaska Airlines / Horizon Air, and they sponsored Beer and Blog, and they bought free beer and provided food, and that was the packedest, most jam-packed I've ever seen Beer and Blog. And I mean, it was just like you couldn't even go move. It was just you're incredible. You found wherever you were there. I saw friends there, and I was like across the room. I was like, hi. Yeah, I wasn't gonna try to go see them. No one. It was just like no. And if you happen to be in the same space as somebody, you can have a conversation. Those are the people you're talking to because, which, shows... It's just good, though. It's great. It is great. It is phenomenal for us. Like, here we are 2 years now.
Frankly, I mean...
Right. Here we are 2 years in. Too. Yeah, oh, God, yeah. But we do ultimately need a bigger space, or we need a more open space, because it is, just on a regular basis, we bring in almost 100 people every Friday to Beer and Blog, and so having just a more open space would probably be a little bit more adequate for us. Although the Green Dragon has been, phenomenal.
Should we say nice things about Lexi now?
Oh God, I love Lexi.
Let's say nice things about Lexi.
I heart Lexi for the rest of my life.
Lexi, hardest working person,
wonderful woman. If you ever meet her, patient, tip her very well.
Patient and tolerant. And literally walk up to the bar, order my drink. I take my kid, I order some food for my child and a soda, and I walk away with my drinks, and she says, I'll come find you when it's ready.
Yeah.
You're going to find me okay. Thank you. Always just walks right up.
Yeah.
Here you go.
And it's only Lexi. That is the craziest
who else ever waits on me? It's always Lexi. How does Lexi manage to do that?
She is a phenomenal, wonderful woman. We need to do something. We need to figure out when her birthday is.
Justin just said we need to get Lexi flowers. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have a Beer and Blog sponsored We Love Lexi.
Let's celebrate Lexi Day.
A Lexi Day.
Yes.
I agree, because
she is awesome.
I don't think she watches my show, so it can be a surprise too.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that woman has done incredible feats for us. I mean, she is phenomenal, and she is a happy, proud, smiley face every single week that we're there. And sometimes it's really, really super busy, and sometimes it's slow. And either way...
She sings karaoke.
And sometimes she sings karaoke, and
did she sing karaoke at the 30-hour day Beer and Blog?
She totally did.
I missed it.
She whipped it out, and she was awesome at it.
The whole bar stands.
The whole bar was like,
really? Yeah, it was amazing.
Lexi singing,
Lexi.
And she was awesome at it. So we definitely owe our gratitude to Lexi. She is awesome.
Man, Lexi, wherever you are, you're a little angel, aren't you? Yeah, the Peanut Gallery's talking.
We're Lexi Appreciation Day.
All right, you guys plan it. I'll show up.
I'll definitely be there.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, presents for Lexi.
Yep.
Stuff. If only we could. Okay, Justin's drink is empty.
He's moving in. He's trying to get the picture. There you go.
There you go. Okie dokie. So we've hit motion graphics. We've hit Beer and Blog.
Yes.
Now we can just kind of,
What else do we want to talk about?
Let's have our drinks.
What do you want to talk about? I really like this flaming. Let's definitely talk about shoes. I was talking about how much I
like to talk about shoes.
I love your shoes.
Let's have a shoe episode. No, we don't need a shoe episode. We can just talk about shoes now.
We should.
Thank you.
Yeah, gorgeous. I love them. I think they're great.
I don't think Dr. Normal cares to show my shoes.
Probably not, but I think they're great. So one of the things we were talking about earlier is that for avenues of film and motion graphics and social media.
Yes.
The new movie Alice in Wonderland is coming out, which is directed by Tim Burton.
And I'm excited, as always, to see... I like
Tim Burton does brilliant stuff. This is the first time I've ever seen Tim Burton do social media or act on social media for his films. And there is specifically a Facebook page that you can become a fan of, which is Loyal Subjects of the Red Queen. So it shows you pictures and processes of how they do that. And here she is in you know, her full dress, and she's in a green screen, and then they show you the next aspect where they've animated and blown up her head, and then the next aspect of that where they've animated the characters which she's interacting with, and then after that they show you how they texturize and make everything look real and not like animated in two-dimensional.
Is that so different than what they did for the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
No. It's exactly the same. The concepts of how they do it. Most of the stuff that they've done, they filmed actors on green screens, and then they've gone in and animated whatever else is going on behind them, and then after that, they've gone in and texturized everything. Yeah.
So I think that's great. I think that's exciting use of social media for movies, and it's Tim Burton, so I like it.
Yeah.
And it's Tim Burton, so it's more than likely a Danny Elfman score. I like that. And
one day, you know, you
happy.
talked about where I want to be in 1 year. Where I want to be for the rest of my life would probably be working on a Tim Burton film, and I would be happy with just one.
Yeah.
Even if it was the melancholy, you know, short film that he developed when he was in, you know, college.
Doesn't matter.
I'd be fine with that.
Doesn't matter. Anything.
Yeah. Anything that has to do with Tim Burton, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, that's something to strive for. I mean, that's the best of the best, baby.
Yep. But the colors and the style and the animation and like I was saying before, the amazing technology that's coming out with Avatar and which
I haven't seen.
We haven't seen either, unfortunately. It's been sold out every time we've tried to see it.
I don't think we've had anyone in the studio yet that has seen it.
We tried to buy it like 2 weeks in advance because the day that we're like, we'll wake up on a Saturday morning, we're like, let's go see Avatar. And we'll check for listings, and like 4 or 5 shows out. Like the only show available is like 2 a.m.
It can still be sold out, can it?
Yes. Well, the IMAX 3D version is.
Okay.
And
you got to see it.
Yeah. That's the only way to, only way to see it. So we haven't had a chance to see it. So we're like, okay, we're leaving on Sunday. We're going to go to New Orleans for a week. And so we're like, we'll see it the weekend after that, which is Saturday the 13th. And
go see it Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, no, that's the day you fly back.
We fly back, yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we were like, okay, we'll go see it on Saturday the 13th, but you can't buy tickets more than a week out in advance. I know. So it's like, crap. We're screwed regardless.
Ridiculous. So why don't you tell us you're going to New Orleans?
We are going to New Orleans. We're leaving on Sunday, which is going to be amazing. It's the week before Mardi Gras, and it's the week of the Super Bowl for the Saints, which congratulations to them. That'll be amazing. But it will also be, and we will be attending the first Ignite New Orleans, which will be super exciting, which is Monday the 1st.
That is very exciting.
Yes. So that'll be fun.
So they're inspired by Ignite Portland?
Yep.
Wow, what a very inspirational city.
I know.
If I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Which really, it's just me. I'm one citizen. I have no reflection on it, but still. If I do say so myself, I love Portland.
Yeah.
Portland's a little awesome.
Definitely.
Tiny bit. I
Portland
like it.
is very awesome. I love it.
So you're going to go to the first Ignite New Orleans?
Yes. Oh, God, yeah. Yes,
do you know what their format is going to be like? Because the Portland format is different.
I believe it's going to be pretty much the same format as Portland. They're going to have 10 presentations before and then 10 presentations afterwards, I believe.
No introductions? Because other Ignites have an introducer. They have an MC.
Not necessarily. The first person who usually...
Not this one.
Not
No,
this
okay.
one.
Thank
okay.
you.
Yeah, okay.
There's the What is Ignite talk, which is the only introduction
right,
that you
right,
ever get
right,
in
right.
Portland, but I don't even think we had that one
We
last
didn't.
one.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
It was just like, bam,
Into
it's starting and the first presentation.
I mean, it kind of speaks for itself when
Yeah.
you get the second person up there and you realize, oh, this is how, okay, the first
Yeah.
person did that, now the second
Right.
person's doing that.
Right. But even though this is going to be Ignite 8 for Portland, I still meet people that are like, I'm going to go and this is my first time going to Ignite and I don't really know what to expect. And for me, it's like, it's just a gratitude feeling for
Yeah.
Ignite in general
Yeah.
because, here they are in their 8th presentation and they still have fresh newcomers that are coming and that's awesome.
They always have a good post up on the Ignite blog, and there's always a good post up on the Silicon Florist
Yes.
about what to expect at Ignite and how to behave properly at Ignite. That always kills me.
Yes.
What the to-dos and not
Yes.
to-dos of
We
Ignite Portland.
we definitely heart Silicon Florist. We, as in Beer and Blog, we love Silicon Florist.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. That guy, I don't know. He just blogs about our stuff all the time.
Yeah.
No, he does.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great stuff for us. He mentions great things for us. So we love him.
Yeah.
We love that guy. Yeah. Yeah.
We can't get through an episode without talking about Rick.
Yeah.
Move
He's
on.
everywhere.
He is.
Apparently,
You
there's
need to
a
get like
fake
Rick's.
Mayor Adams.
You need to get like fake. You need to get Rick sticker faces.
Rick sticker faces.
And like just like put like sticker faces of Rick Terozzi up all over
We
Portland.
need to get Rick face buttons.
I like the stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, buttons are cool because like you can wear them on your like.
Well, buttons are transferable. Like a sticker, you can only put on one thing.
I know, but people are like, "Who's that guy? Where's that guy? How come his stickers on
Okay, that's it.
my window?"
We need
Something,
to. We'll talk later. We'll go through all the photos we can find, and we'll find the perfect one.
We'll make Rick
make
stickers
Rick
and
stickers.
buttons. Yeah,
I don't know. I keep getting pointed at. I don't know why. Yeah, we need Rick stickers.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we can talk about the iPad.
Oh my God, the iPad, the feminine pad, or like the real pad.
I am.
Show me the iPad.
Doc wants me to show you the iPad. I've done this bit this week, so. This is the new prototype of the Apple iPad.
You're holding the prototype of the
I'm
Apple
holding the
iPad.
prototype of the.
iPad.
I've done this shtick. I did it, and then I threw it across the room, and it
Wait,
broke.
there's a commandment, right?
There's a commandment. Do you really want me to read that same commandment again?
No, I'm
I
going
will.
to say one thing.
I'll read the same commandment I read on
No,
MPX,
no,
and
no.
you won't like it.
Here's the deal. I thought of that shtick early in the week for me,
He did.
PDX, and
Like,
then I saw
before it
a
ever
Wall
came
Street
out.
Journal cartoon
Yeah.
that had Moses coming down with the tablets, and I'm like, those bastards stole my bit.
Dr. Normal was
I said, well,
upset.
we'll just roll with it anyway.
We did it.
I love the.
It was the most violent episode of Meme PDX ever, by the way.
Nice.
That's kind of a crash.
I have to say, I love the Mad TV version of the iPad, where it's the feminine iPad, and
So-
that's hilarious because that's exactly what it sounds like.
Here's the thing.
Tell us about that. What's the deal with that?
No, I want to have a couple notes on the iPad.
Yeah.
First of all, really, I mean, could they come up with a worse name?
No,
Like
it should be like the
I couldn't
iPod
say it.
Plus or Pro
I wouldn't
or
even
something.
say it. I wouldn't say it. I was like, I'm not going to say it. And I
Yeah.
didn't say it until it slipped out. And then I was like, oh God, I feel nauseous and dirty.
Yeah.
It is the worst name that you could ever give to a technology project.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
The iPad.
That being
like
said, I it's a giant iPhone.
It is. It's a giant iPod Touch.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a camera.
That's true. It
You
has
have to
no
pay-
camera.
You have to pay extra to have 3G.
Correct. I should stop saying it's a giant iPhone. It's a giant iPod.
And yeah, right. And you have to pay extra to have extra gigabytes put in too.
Correct. And I understand that. I mean, the opening price is great.
Yeah.
And even the Dr. Normal is going to show us the Mad TV iPad.
Oh my God! Yes, this is what I
video.
feel is hilarious because it
Oy.
is. Oh my God! It is.
Makes me a little queasy.
It's
Not
hilarious.
the video, but just the.
the concept.
I can't. How do you screw something up that badly? I mean, the amount of time that they have to have put into testing and marketing trials and figuring all this stuff out.
The technology and the aspect of it is groundbreaking. Like, this will be the next step into video and magazines.
Yeah, but
but the
not
name,
that groundbreaking, because let me show you my iPhone or an iPod.
That's true.
I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to get my hands on it and play with it. But at the same time, it's not.
Right.
I hope Dr. Normal is going to die.
This is like, oh my God, this is my favorite part, actually, of the whole thing. It's like...
My father would actually call that the iPon. But, yeah. That's what my dad thinks, the mini version, because I made a joke about the mini version.
Yeah.
Because, hello, it's the iPod. But my dad thinks that a mini version of it would be called an iPon. And I'm just like, God. I don't know if I'm, like, honored to know you or horrified that I'm your child. I'm not sure which, but one or the other.
If you're on the bus or something like that, you're not going to want to whip out this, like, huge tablet and be like, I'm on the bus reading the news. You know what I mean? It's big enough.
Made the comment that the iPod Touch is the iPad Nano.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, Justin Garrity made the comment that the iPod Touch is the iPod Nano, iPad. I can't even say it. Nano. I feel squeaky.
I know, it's like very like feminine, haha, like haha.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I hear they're selling them in pink boxes.
I hope so. I actually hope so. For their benefit.
That's too far.
No, not really.
It's just icky. It's just icky. It's just.
I heard it.
With the icky. With the. God, I just can't.
Yeah.
Clean cup, move down. No more iPad talk, because it's just really upsetting me. I have to sleep at some point, people. I have to sleep. I need to sleep at some point. This is going to keep me up at night.
You know, I mean, Google's follow-up is the Google Menses. So, it's like...
Menstrual, the Google Menstrual. There you go.
I mean, you know.
Have we run out of words so badly? I mean, like, as a society, we so run out of things to call things? Are we so out of website URLs that we have to come up with the dumbest shit that sounds so disgusting? I mean, do we really, really have to go there as a culture?
Right.
Apparently we do.
Yeah.
Apparently that was the wrong rant. Cause
I would think that, Apple, with the amount of people that they have on their creative team, that somebody would have said, iPad, really?
Like, you want to do that?
It kind of sounds like
it was probably something like this. It was probably Steve Jobs is like, do it, call it the iPad.
I ain't going to be here for much longer
okay,
anyways.
Steve, okay, whatever you say. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Whatever Steve Jobs says goes.
I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong, but apparently Steve Jobs is, no matter if he's wrong or not.
Very, very squicky. Okay, what else is going on in technology, Christine? Tell me things. Or talk about tequila, I don't care.
Oh my God, so tequila. I like talking about tequila a lot, actually.
Can someone pass me that picture? It doesn't have any tequila in it.
So I just infused a jalapeno infused tequila, jalapeno lime infused tequila.
I heard about it.
Delicious.
Yeah?
Blanco style, used a very delicious reposado, which we gave a portion to Morgan PDX, and she still, thank you, has not tried it.
Morgan!
I sent her a very nasty DM about why she hasn't tried it yet. Swear words were included, the F word specifically. Why haven't you tried this effing tequila? It's delicious. But
uncool, Morgan. Uncool.
But, Jess and I are connoisseurs, so we like to try all kinds of aspects of tequila brands. There's a new tequila in town that's...
made here in town?
Made here in town, locally. Yayo, although I don't feel like I should mention his name because we've tried to, talk to him about, hey, can we come and try your tequila? And every time we try it, he's, just out on us. It's like... We love tequila. We're going to blog about it and tweet about it. Why don't you, let us try it? So
yeah.
But
so we won't say your name, although
no,
I think she already may have. But
I think I have.
Yeah.
But
gloss over that because you're not giving them any love.
Yes. I feel like we've pretty much tried every tequila in Oregon.
Yeah.
Which, not to say anything too harsh about Oregon, but
They don't make a whole lot of tequila
there's
in
not
Oregon.
a lot of tequilas in Oregon. I guess in a broader sense, though, it's a lot of fun to go to other places like New Orleans or Los Angeles or
Are
something
you going to try
like
to
that.
drink all the tequila in New Orleans? Because I don't think you're going
Not
to...
drink it all because I probably wouldn't be able to come back, but I'll probably be able to like test new types of brands and stuff like that, which is always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And when we went to London in October, they didn't have any tequila, and when we did find,
There's no tequila in London?
they have 1800, which if you're going to drink tequila as a connoisseur, it's not a good tequila drink.
Yeah,
Not a good tequila
no.
drink. You add it in like liquor drinks if you want to make mixed drinks and stuff like that. But most people who have headaches or say like, "Oh my god, I can't drink tequila," I had the
It's
worst
the
time.
1800.
They've had 1800 or Jose Cuervo or Sauza or something that's not the best of tequila. And for Oregon, there's Patron, obviously, yes, but you can get a better tasting tequila, whether it's a Blanco, a Reposado, or an Añejo, and that's just, the type of distilled that it is. You can get a way better tasting tequila for cheaper than you can get Patron. By far. And you won't get sick on it. You'll enjoy the taste of it. And
So give us a reasonably priced tequila recommendation for sipping and for making margaritas.
making margaritas,
I'm picky about making margaritas, though. I don't want to use the bad stuff.
right.
Yeah.
No, and I would never recommend the bad
Okay.
stuff. Making tequila or making a mixed drink in general, I definitely always recommend a Blanco style tequila. You don't ever want to use an Añejo or an Reposado type of tequila because those are more for sipping than a Blanco. Blancos are definitely used for mixing. Cazadores is a great type of tequila for mixing. And then from there, if you want to go up, there's El Mayor, which is a really great tequila. What are the other ones?
Casa Noble.
Casa Noble is a
Noble.
delicious one. There's Corzo, which is a great one.
Chamucos.
And Chamucos. Chamucos, I would definitely recommend for sipping. I believe Chamucos only comes in Añejo or Reposado, and definitely is a delicious type of, just a sipping, enjoyable drink. But the Cazadores, the Corzos, and just any type of Blanco outside of 1800, Jose Cuervo, stay away from that stuff. Stay away from that stuff. Sauza, stay away from that stuff because
If you heard about it at spring break, don't go there.
don't go there. Even, if you're looking for like a cheaper brand of tequila, Hornitos is actually really good. Yeah.
Apparently, I say inappropriate. What? Dr. Normal's offended by me right now.
Yeah. Hornitos is actually really good. It's a cheaper brand, but it's still delicious and it's tasty and mixable.
Tasty and Hornitos.
Hornitos is
Okay.
mixable. Yeah. When we infuse stuff, we'll use Hornitos or we'll use a Cazadores, mostly Cazadores Blanco, and we'll infuse whatever we want to make.
When did you start making the infusions? Is it a new thing?
I think we started making infusions about a year ago. I went to Salvador Molly's here in Portland.
Oh, Salvador Molly's.
I
The
know,
one in
and they-
Portland's not open anymore.
Well, the one
out in Hillsdale or...
the Hillsdale one is still
Yeah,
open.
I know.
But
Just
the
so
one
far
out
away.
on Burnside, I believe, or out on the
Belmont.
east side.
It was on
Yeah.
Belmont.
Yeah.
I cried when I found out that
That's
was
where
closed.
Justin and I went for a first date, and I was bummed. They're like Cleopatras or something crazy now.
It's not Salvador Molly's
It's not
anymore.
Salvador Molly's
I
at all.
love
but-
Salvador Molly's.
That's where she fell in love with me, though.
Justin says that's where she fell in love with him.
It is.
And then he made puppy eyes.
Over our fish tacos.
Oh, and the peanut
Yeah.
shells on the
Yep.
shore, on the floor.
Yep. But they were the first time.
Made the
that
best pineapple painkillers I've
Fair.
ever had there.
pineapple. I don't
Oh,
think
it's a
I've ever had
drink.
that.
Oh yeah, I'll make you one sometime. I
Yeah.
make a pretty decent pineapple painkiller.
That sounds delicious. I've never had it.
It's
But
it
Salvador
kills pain. Let me tell you.
Salvador Molly's makes an amazing jalapeno infused tequila. Delicious. And we like spicy food, and when I tried it, I was like, what the hell is this? This is delicious. And it's not like a spice, like super hot spicy in your mouth. It's like a really nice warm in your throat.
Nice.
Like it's like, ooh, wow, I like that. And I was like, I could totally make this. You know, because shots are, you know, you're paying for shots. I mean, you can get 4 shots, and that's the price of a bottle of liquor.
Yeah.
So it's like, I could totally make this, no problem, and have 15 plus shots, however many shots come in a bottle. So I decided to start infusing liquor and figured out that there's a lot of different things that you can infuse. And of course, the internet is a great resource.
What's the process?
For infusing tequila, especially with spicier or more flavored type of just elements or products, I guess you could say, it's about 24 hours.
Yeah.
And what
That's it? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the process is you want to make sure that you cut things up. So if you're using strawberries, raspberries, jalapenos, you cut it up. And you cut it up.
Aside, if you're cutting up the jalapenos, wear gloves, especially if you've got contact lenses.
Yes.
And just, you know, just a note for you.
Be cautious when you're using jalapenos or cutting up jalapenos. Please don't be like, I'm going to buy a jalapeno and cut it up, and I've never used a jalapeno before. Make sure that you know that.
Oh, my eye.
Or your nose, too.
Your
like,
nose.
if you're like a nose
or
picker.
If you have a cut on your hand. If you're a nose picker.
You know,
if you're a nose picker, please don't handle anything around me. I don't appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, any like type of like open elements you have on your face, stay away from. Yeah.
I could say something even less appropriate, but I'm just not going to.
Stay away from that as well.
Don't touch those things.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, people. Wash your hands. But anyways,
I mean, I'm sure there's an iPad.
I am sure there's a kink. No, I am sure that there is a kink for that. I am sure that there's a kink for that, and I'm sure
There's an app.
I'm sure. However, unless that's your particular pleasure area, spicy hot pain. I'm just saying, don't. Yeah, be careful.
But if you're to work with something like a vanilla or cinnamon, you want to just leave it as...
Nice pulling us back to the topic. Yes, as long as you can.
Yes, as long as you can. Well, stronger elements, like I said, like more fruits and perishable items.
Yeah.
Cut them up, drain, or if you have a jar, make sure the jar's empty. Put your elements of infusion in first, and then you pour your tequila back in, and then you let it sit for up to 24 hours in a dark space.
And then you strain it out?
Yes, you strain it out with a very, very, very fine strainer. There's elements of tissue paper or parchment paper.
Or cheesecloth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cheesecloth is a very good one. Just so you don't get, like, if you're doing jalapenos, you don't get the seeds or anything like that. But I like the element of that. The last one I did was a jalapeno and lemon or lime infused, and I like to have the pulp from the lime still in there. Obviously, I took out all the seeds from the jalapeno, but having the pulp from the lime, it was still like, this is a little bit fresh and a little bit, you know. It's just like drinking. Obviously, you're not going to gulp it, but just like drinking like a like a orange juice with pulp in it or something, and it's very delicious. So, yeah,
very cool.
Yeah,
that is very cool. I don't have time to infuse things in alcohol.
I just cut it up, pour it in, and then set it in a dark space for a while.
Yeah,
and then be like, oh my god, that's in the cabinet. I gotta get it.
I think maybe I'll start infusing rum before I make these tiki drinks.
Ooh, that'd be delicious.
Then I could have my own flavored rums.
But pineapple.
You can get pineapple rum, but I could make my own infused. I could make a better pineapple rum.
Yes.
I could make a better pineapple rum.
I like it.
Overheard.
I like it.
Sorry, I know I was on shot there, but I had to.
I agree
important.
with you.
I had to get my fist bumped.
It's all about making the taste better, and it's homemade. It's cheaper, ultimately.
All right. Next time you guys come over for tiki drinks, there will be Cami infused rum.
Whoa!
I might bring over some infused
It's a bold
tequila.
statement.
Is that from an iPad?
Yeah.
That sounds wrong. That is not what I meant. Cami will infuse rum with fruit flavors.
Not from the iPad at all. She might use the iPad for research.
No. You're leaving when this is done. He's persona non grata right now.
I know.
You know what? And if
It's Justin.
Normally, I just fall down laughing when Justin says stuff like that, but I've got to pretend to be dignified right now. I'm just gonna give him the cold shoulder. Turn to Christine. We got like 5 minutes left.
Sweet.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What are you doing? I like your vest. I think it's
Thank
great.
you. My little jacket.
It's very it's very awesome.
Thank you.
I like the beads. I like the flashy. That's great.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I like it too. I've had it for like 7 years. This is the second time. 8 years. I had it before I had my kid. This is the second time I've worn it.
Nice. Why did you buy it originally?
I thought it was cute.
I like it.
Yeah, it was black, but it had a little something sparkly to it.
Looks like blue and silver.
Yeah, blue and silver, and like a gunmetal kind of thread running throughout it. It's the fashion portion of StrangeLove Live. Cami talks about her tiny little bolero jacket. I have no idea.
Jacket or blue jacket?
Hello. Yeah, no, I don't know why. I bought it because it was cute, and I thought I would wear it a lot.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Only
but now I've got this show.
Yeah,
and I'm like, hey, wait, dude, I can wear that.
It looks good. It looks great. I think it's really awesome.
I like it.
Yep.
I like things like that. Makes me happy.
Makes
something.
Yes, shiny.
Shiny. Yeah, I like the shiny.
I like shiny
Morgan
stuff.
was making fun of me. She thinks it's because I went to Xanadu a few weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
And that's why I'm suddenly wearing
and
things
you're like,
that
no,
sparkle.
I've had this forever.
I've owned this for a really long time. I owned glittery things to wear to Xanadu in the first place.
Yeah, I saw
and giant earrings.
That. Yeah.
And lots of bracelets.
Xanadu.
And a silver leather jacket.
Do you
wow, silver leather.
No, we refilled. We're good. Justin was concerned about our levels of tequiliciousness. To be fair, I did not buy myself the silver leather jacket. Dr. Normal saw it and insisted that I own a silver leather jacket. Nice. Yeah, at that little consignment store I was telling you about.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, they had it in there. It looks like a little silver leather scooter. You and I will have a date. We'll go consignment shopping.
I love it. I absolutely love it because I am looking forward to it.
You get to be all like, I'm saving the earth too, because
I'm just cool about finding bargains.
Yeah, no, but we
do our part in saving the earth. If I can find something at a consignment, I feel like I'm finding a bargain.
You get a bargain, and you're being environmentally friendly though, because it's less waste.
Yes, I agree, but I guess I never think about it like that. We're very resourceful and recyclable. That's not a word. No, not at all.
Recyclable.
Recycle.
You recycle a lot.
We're not recyclable.
Well,
you are recyclable.
The stuff we have that are recyclable.
Human beings are actually completely recyclable.
You are right. Yes. But I guess I never thought about it like that. But hey, that even adds to the reason why we should go.
Portland has a lot of good... I think I'm not going to do it, but on Super Bowl Sunday, the consignment store that I most frequently go to is having a bus tour of consignment stores in the Portland area.
Seriously? Oh my god, that would be killer because I would love to see all the ones that they have here.
Yeah.
I would love it. I mean, you just find such... I'll
just get the list from them.
Stuff.
I'll get the list from them. There used to be this fantastic little vintage clothing store on 23rd and Clinton. I don't know if it's still there or not. I loved that place so much.
I am in search for a pair of brown leather vintage boots. And when I say brown leather
suede
vintage... I don't care.
Okay.
Leather would probably be preferred, but suede is cool too.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but yeah, Portland because it rains a lot more. But I'm looking for a broken in, worn pair of brown heeled boots.
You and I are going to have a day, and our goal will be consignment shopping and finding Christine the vintage leather boots.
I'd love it.
All right. And then we'll go drink some tequila.
Yes. Awesome. I love it. I like it. I'm always in for that.
All right. I think with that, I'm going to go ahead. Next week on the show, we've got Nate Angel and Randy Thornton. They're going to come on down. Nate's going to, be on the couch again, like he likes to do.
I hear he's celebrating a birthday.
Is he?
Happy birthday.
Today?
Mm-mm. He's turning 40 sometime soon.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, Nate Angel. No. Nate De Niro.
Yeah, no. Nate Angel Halodal.
Nate Angel. Holoto. No, he's definitely not turning 40. He is turning...
He's like 90.
21. No, I was just going to say the opposite of that.
Nate Angel?
Nate Angel's having a
Holodl?
birthday. Not Holodl.
No, we're talking about Holodl. He's on the show next week. We're gonna end this particular vein of
we'll
conversation.
Just leave it at that aspect and say that Holodl.
Holodl.
Holodl. Bye bye.
I should say goodnight. Hey, you guys, thanks so much
cheers.
for joining us. Have a great week, Christine. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun.
Boot shopping. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Yes, I love boot shopping.
Bye.